Hello everybody, this is Pop That Corn 14 representing LSS Levels. Today we have a level by Kley, which is called Far-Fetched Foundry. Now, I'm actually really excited about this. When I saw Kley post a level, it's been almost a year since they actually last posted one, and I'm not even kidding. This was the last level they published. It was September. Time flies so quickly. These are banger levels, by the way. Kley is actually an amazing level creator. It's always a treat when they upload something because they're usually pretty lengthy and they have engaging gameplay, and also it has a nice atmosphere to it. If you're wondering why I'm opening this one up specifically, so before we actually get into this, real quickly, Kyle, his name's Kyle, by the way. I was recommending this level to somebody on the SMC Discord server back in February, which I'm actually kind of surprised. That was half a month ago, or half a year ago, and apparently the way the weight works is a lot different from how it used to be when you made this level. So in your level, I think however the weight worked in the water, I don't think you are affected by the water now if you have the weight, which seems like a weird change. Maybe if I look back into it, I might understand a little more, but that's just what I was told back then. So I don't think this level is possible anymore. I could be wrong, but yeah, Kyle, if you ever have a minute, I'd definitely look into your older levels. I'm not sure about this and this one, but I'm not sure if this one is the one that had the issue with. Anyway, guys, so we have a Smash Factory level that Kyle's been working on. And yeah, I know Kyle's a busy man. I know he has a life that he has to deal with. I mean, as we all do. So it's always a nice treat being able to see him upload something, especially if he can make the time for it. So anyway, so Far-Fetched Foundry, so the description reads, this foundry looked much smaller from the outside. Why is it so dangerous? Who approved this design? They say this place manufactures goal orbs. Okay. How difficult could it be to find one? Well, I guess we'll have to find out. Also, just want to let you guys know that negative 26 lives wants you guys to know that this is peak. So, yeah, there's that. By the way, for those who do watch our videos, I did change the full screen settings lately. So, we've always done full screen, but now it's going to be perfect resolution because, there's always that one column of pixel that just doesn't line up with the backgrounds. The only way you can fix this is to not use fill screen. You got to go perfect resolution. It's kind of annoying that it's like that when I'm trying to record levels, especially because I'm trying to go for the highest quality I can. Of course, I don't fully know how it entails and works fully, especially at the bit rate I do. I kind of just work with what I think works best and what looks like works best. So yeah, do keep that in mind. If you guys have any issues with this new format that I'll be doing, I mean, I constantly do change things up, but yeah, if there's anything that seems jarring or anything of the sorts, do let us know and we'll act accordingly. So yeah, same description there. Now, from what I remember, when Kyle did make some SMC levels before in the past, he usually only focused on one theme, so it looks like the theme will just be a Smash Factory. I don't think he's going to mix anything up, but I could be wrong entirely. And one of the things I actually really admired about how Kyle made his levels is that he usually mixed it up between like a horizontal setting and a vertical setting. So, not sure if he's going to do that here. Also, is this a cutoff? Okay. I don't quite recognize what this song's from, but pretty catchy. I wouldn't be surprised if it's from a Nintendo game that I just haven't played. It kind of sounds familiar now that I think about it. It does encapsulate the factory vibe, so I definitely will give it that. Also, he's moving the platforms like that. Let's go. I like that. Looks nice. No check Nash? Aw, dude, I bet he had those moving, because I remember in the SMC Discord, I think he actually submitted a bug report over those, and they would just, like, if you move the player, like, if you move the screen like that, the blocks would actually move with you, so I think LB's working on a fix for that, so I'm not entirely sure. Also, I actually do not know where I'm going. Oh, okay, of course. Hidden power, no power up, okay. Yo, is that the check Nash? Let's go. Also, I just noticed the bottom of this checkpoint is blue. I don't know, it doesn't really seem that fit in for this factory setting. It feels like you'd see that in like in a cave or something. I don't know. Good old circling platforms. Oh, okay. Chances are I would have missed that. Also, I am aware for those, like some people who I've recorded their levels and I just missed a 1-up. I don't usually prioritize 1-ups. If I miss a singular 1-up, I'm typically not going to go back and showcase it. Because, you know, it's just a 1-up. Like, I think I did it with Hero Brian's level. Like, there was a 1-up, I think, in his level. It was, like, somewhere at the start. It was his camping level I covered this week, and I think it was that one. There was also one that I think Mimesta made. Oh, this is cool. You gotta time this. Alright. Which, yeah, I missed a 1-up at the very beginning. I didn't even know until somebody pointed out in the comments, and yeah, I'm not gonna prioritize that unless there's just a bunch of like new content, like if there's like a bonus area or something like that. So let's say if I missed this section in this level, then I would definitely re-showcase that, because I have done that a few times, like with Slimy's Creamy Green Mountain. That was, dude, I didn't even know that area was in that level until somebody pointed, no, it was Slimy. Slimy actually was the one who pointed that out. It was such a well-hidden secret that I would have never guessed it. He had like 60 maps, 60 plus maps, which is actually insane. If I ever get my Yumi Nikki level done, I feel like it'll probably have over 60 maps, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to have people help me with that or not. That's kind of the thing too, especially with SMC being in... Oh, he has the blocks moving now. Let's go. Yeah, with SMC being in snapshot phases, I just don't think it's really wise to make these bold and grandiose types of levels. It's just, I don't feel like it's rewarding to do, because then if you do that, then it's kind of just like you're bound to have a bunch of bugs happen. So wouldn't it be better to do it when, you know, the game's finished, like in its V8 state? I don't know, that's just how I see it. Because I have made a couple levels back in previous snapshots, and a lot of buggy things have happened as a result. Like my ghost house level that I made, I had the player spawn on a platform and it would just make the player go right through it, even though the player was literally on top of it, and then they would just die. And then I have an Oriental themed level where a lot of the scenery is just gone completely, and I don't even know what caused that exactly. It probably changed with one of the snapshots, and then I don't know if you guys have dealt with this for those who've made levels before in the past, but there's this also really interesting visual bug with the toads that if you use different colors, it would just change them all to red, which is, I don't even know what caused it. I think that's only for SMW though. I don't think I really noticed a change for Smash maybe. Actually, maybe Smash also had it too, but I think it's more noticeable in SMW. And then let's not forget about Lyra's minigame level that he did last year. It was Super Math Construct or something like that, which was made back in, I think, Snapshot 24 or something like that. And then, you know, LB updates SMC, and oh no, it just breaks the level entirely. And this is crazy because TFT and I constantly joke about the arrow clouds, because TFT is obsessed with arrow clouds, and he's like, oh, I wonder how Lyra should do something with arrow clouds, but it's also just kind of like, are you sure that now's a good time? You know, it's kind of how I feel. So I think really right now, especially like with a level like this, it's really nice to see these smaller showcased levels, but I think bigger levels can work. Like, you know, you have the tag levels that the ones do, which can be nice, but yeah, I think that last one I played, the Amethyst one, the cave level, it was a buggy mess. I don't know, it's just, I feel like it just doesn't seem worth it to make big levels in SMC's current state. I feel like it'd be better to wait until V8's finished. I don't know. I can't be the only one who thinks this way, because like I do want to make big levels. And you know, it is nice to see big levels, or like levels that are longer than your average level, you know what I mean? By average, I feel like the SMC average is a bit longer than how it was back in SMF. Because SMF levels, you could make them a lot quicker, because the default size was 4180x, which the block size was actually bigger in SMF. It was 20 by 20. I think it was for both SMF1 and SMF2. So the pixels like the blocks were a lot blurrier. Which is kind of funny back then how it worked. Do I need to be small for this? Maybe I do. I probably could get that. Oh, but that's moving. Okay. That doesn't have any indication on that. I mean, it's not supposed to, but you know. Oh, I got it. Okay, I got it. That was kind of tight. Oh, did I just screw myself over? Oh no. All right. Luckily, the checkpoint wasn't really that far, so we'll take it. We'll take it. Oh, star. Oh, okay. Also, I just wanted to say the hard blocks, Kyle, they actually fit pretty nicely for this factory theme. I know you definitely wanted to do more with them, but it's like, think about it, man. If SMC wasn't buggy, like, think about how much more we could actually pull off, which, yeah, with time, I know LB's gonna update his game and, you know, we'll see more, but, you know, it is what it is. A bug is a bug. Oh. Okay, then I guess we got that. Can I get up there? Why is it spend some coins? Actually, because there's a coin in a spawner, and that's how you get coins. Yeah, but can you get up there? That's the thing I'm curious about. Dude, I think you can get up there. Wait, is that 5 high? Is 5 high possible like this? 5 high is normally not easy to do, but in Smash like this kind of jump, I think you probably could do it. I have a feeling with Kyle, he's not gonna have anything up there. Knowing his type of level making style, I highly doubt you can actually go in there. Can this? No, that doesn't hurt me when it's above, but... Well... Okay. Well, that's, Wait, what? I can just walk up that like that? What? Dude, this is so weird. What? I didn't even know you could do that. Okay. I feel like that's gotta be a bug. Yo, Kyle with his platforms. Kyle, try not to use platforms in his level. Challenge impossible. Is that block still there? Yeah, it's still here. I don't know, I think the blocks just jam into the song. I mean, can't go wrong with it. I'm just saying. Oh. It's because the platform's not higher enough. Okay. Yo, check niche. Yeah, this level, knowing Kyle, it definitely seems pretty lengthy, which is kind of what I was expecting from his level making style. Is that this? Does that? Oh, I guess it acts the same. Yeah. This is cool. Man, seeing this just makes me remind me that we don't get enough screen warp representation in level making. I mean, I get it's a janky mechanic, but like, come on, guys. LB fixed it recently. Yeah, it's not perfect, but like, come on. Like, if no one's gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I will do it at some point if no one does it. Like, I'm not even kidding. Anyway, I guess we go up there. Yeah. I think we just let that stack a little higher. Okay. Oh, wait. Did I screw myself over? No, I can totally get this. Hold on. Watch. Yeah, see. I'm not in the best position. Yeah, okay. I didn't want to go on the right side. I mean, I probably could have made that, but I likely would have died. Or it would have been more likely I would have died. Probably could use a checkpoint there, but not a big deal. It's really not that big of a deal because the way Kyle paces things here, each section's not really that long, so even if you do die, you don't really lose that much progress, but yeah. There was a 3-up down there. I'm actually curious, because if I fall down, does that mean... I'm actually curious. I do want to check. So what happens if I fall down with that? Does that mean... Oh, okay. I can fall down then. So likely what I have to do then is just ride this and then just jump on the left. Wait, I guess I was right. Yo, look. The platforms are out of sync. That's another bug of SMC that actually, would you even call it a bug? It's kind of annoying that it does that. Like, I've had that happen to me so many times when I've tried to make a level, or like I've played other people's levels, where you try to make a contraption and it just doesn't work because of how off-screen load-in works. Okay, but what was up there? Unless we go back up there. Kyle with his platforms, as always. Oh, yeah, okay, we do go back up here. That's cool, that's cool. I feel like this would be a good obstacle. I mean, maybe it is, but I don't know. I'm not too familiar with the block mechanics, because it's like, you can literally go straight through it, which is kind of weird. Oh, is this the ending? Okay. So that means we can probably just... Oh, wow, okay. That was kind of a sketchy jump, but... we did it. I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, Kyle, this is a really good level. I do want to check the editor, though, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. So maybe it's just me. I think Kyle did follow a similar format in his older levels, but just the way the level ended, I feel like the ending itself is probably where the level drops in quality a little bit. Not by much, but I just feel like it would have been better if you built up the ending a little bit, Kyle, because I know you have goal orbs, and it's like you throw them throughout the level, which is a nice touch-up and everything, but when you just have it randomly thrown in like this at the end, there's no built up to this, and it just feels like it abruptly ends because, I don't know, I feel like if you make it stand out a little more, like it could be like through a cutscene or something like that, or it could just be like, oh, you gotta do a certain challenge to get the goal orb, you know what I mean? So I feel like that would have been a better approach because, you know, it's just handed to you like this. And also another issue I have with this ending too, because, you know, this is the last map, right? So, you know, you have to make this sketchy jump just to get this dragon coin. It's a little difficult when you're playing in Smash because of the physics. If this was an SMW, I feel like this kind of jump would be a lot easier to make. But the problem I have with that is you have this entire section before, right? It's actually a pretty lengthy section in comparison to a lot of your other sections that you play. And you can already see the problem with this. If you mess that up, if you mess that tight jump up to get that dragon coin, you pretty much have to redo all of this over again. And I think was there a dragon coin in here? I actually don't know if there was or not. So regardless, you basically have to redo an entire chunk of a section just because you messed something up like that, right? Okay, yeah, and then you also have to do that again, and then you get taken all the way back here. So yeah, you definitely need to put a checkpoint there, maybe like in that section, or at least like in the middle somewhere. I don't know. So I feel like with that, the difficulty can't really be fully consistent as the ending as a result. I can't speak. Sorry, I know I sometimes do tend to repeat things, so I do apologize about that, folks. So really, that's my biggest critique about this level. It's a really nice level. It's a very nice casual friendly level. It's easy to understand, and everything's pretty straightforward and intuitive. And honestly, I just like the way you mix things up with the on-off conveyor belts and also the stone blocks. They're underused mechanics, I feel, in this game. I know conveyor belts are relatively new, and I know you definitely wanted to try and do more things with the stone blocks, but yeah, I just kind of feel like the pacing a little bit does tend to struggle a little bit towards the end. But yeah, I know you have short sections, and it's nice to have checkpoints paced in a way that actually makes it flow cohesively. So, Kyle, I think my big critique for you is that it's nice if you do want to make your level progressively harder, that's fine. But I feel like there would definitely be a better approach to doing that. Maybe you could like gradually build up the difficulty in the challenge itself. But playing through this level, I don't really see that. So I think the ending struggles as a result. So yeah. Regardless though, the positives of this level is it's really nice to be able to see a Smash Factory theme. The way you touch up on things, especially like I mentioned the stone blocks, they make nice decoration too, right? And just, you know, you got the barrels, you got the the wires, whatever you call them. You know, like the fences, and yeah, just your standard factory tile. And I guess you got your like metal blocks and pipes. So it makes some pretty interesting dynamics, and I think it flows really nicely all around. So my rate after this will be a 4.5 out of 5. So really it's just the ending that I feel like has a bit of inconsistency with the level. I think I still will put this in my favorites because I really did enjoy the gameplay. The gameplay is definitely a big highlight of this level, and I feel like it's actually what carries it. I know you like to use your circling platforms, Kyle, and I know you like to use your specific platforming types and enemy types that follow with the theme, and you typically mix it up with horizontal and vertical, and you typically stick with one theme. Just it's all right, man. It's all right. It's still really nice to see a level for you, though, man. I know it's been almost a year. So yeah, Kyle, it was really good level, man. I really did enjoy that. So anyway, guys, that was Far-Fetched Foundry. This is by Kyle. I really did enjoy that level. And if you guys want to play a Smash Factory level, or just a factory level in general, I definitely recommend this one. So anyway, guys, Pop That Corn 14 representing LSS Levels, signing off, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you guys.